Sorry about that, guys. YouTube always hated, man. That's fine. I'll fight that with them and I'll win.
Yeah. I had both chats going in my ear at the same time.
There we go. We're back.
We're back, bitches.
Screw YouTube.
We're helping you with these false copyright claims. That's fine. I just gotta write that this was transformative. It was a critique, educational, blah 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 blah.
No, okay, yeah.
It's not like
All
we're
right,
leaking
so
footage.
Matt was starting out by talking about the Batmobile.
Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
Oh yeah, no, I was starting by just saying that I like the trailer for this movie so far. I think you're gonna get a little bit more of an unhinged Batman with Pattinson. He doesn't. I don't know. He doesn't look like Affleck or Nolan when he's fighting and all that stuff. Like if you watch the Nolan movies,
Yeah.
you know, when he would have knocked the guy down when he was fighting him, he probably would have stopped. And he's going for two like haymakers while he's on his back on the ground. So I think you're gonna get a little bit more violent Batman. But the Batmobile, I'm really excited to see it because it's not a tank like you see in the Nolan films, but it's not like all the other Batmobiles. It's just a futuristic looking car. I just pretty excited.
Yeah, I was skeptical at first. I can admit that, but it looks good. It looks like he's a young Batman. It looks like he's is this like year one or year two?
Year two.
Yeah, so we're getting a really fresh Batman who's kind of at that point. I'm sure he's still kind of learning the way. It looks like it's going to be one of those Batman movies where it's not just all action, but the actual detective movie, which is always fun to try to see and watch. I think that part right there where he beats the hell out of the guy was the part where people were like, "Oh."
I mean, Matt Reeves is no dummy. He paid attention to what everyone loved with Batman versus Superman, and it was the warehouse scene, and it was the violence that Batman brought to that scene. And that's he beat the piss out of this dude in this trailer. And I think this is the type of Batman we're going to get. And this is very dark, unhinged. I wouldn't be shocked if this movie ends up rated R.
Yeah. I also find out who reported us. Anyway.
Matt Reeves, when he was talking, that's another person who he got me really going because he did talk for like a lot, but he seems super passionate about it.
Talk for a lot.
He's really excited for it, and he's put a lot into it. And he said quite a few times that it's a reimagining and it's their own spin on everything, and all the characters did their own spin. And that he kept using the word practical, and that Batman built everything. So his suit is made by him, and he built it to be practical. And then he talked about the Batmobile, and he said that's just a car that he turned into a Batmobile and made it practical for him and all that kind of stuff. So that's why it's all looks the way it does, is it's all Batman doing it. I don't know if you still have. Well, never mind. Don't put it back up so we get caught again. I watched it 3 times.
Flagged again.
I watched it 3 times in a row, and then it wasn't even until hours later when someone in the chat sent a picture. I didn't even realize that fucking Colin Farrell, his Penguin, was in it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the Penguin.
Yeah,
the fat dude, and they show him in one quick scene, and they show him again. He's in the car, and he's like, "This guy's crazy." That fat guy, that's Colin Farrell as Penguin, which is going to be a very early. He said he's not even the Penguin yet.
Right. This is supposed to be like an introduction to his entire rogues, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Who's the Riddler?
Paul. What's his name? Paul. It's a guy I had never heard of before.
Dano, something like that.
Hey, Ruben. What's going on?
Did Matt Reeves, I read somewhere, did he state that if you really want to see where he's coming from in a mindset for Batman, it was to read Darwin Cook's Ego?
So I'm.
Hold on, let me check the Key Collector app here.
It's on Key Collector now.
Is it really? Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Hey, you started it, man. You fucking started it. It's on there. It's on there.
Paul
You said
Dano.
it.
Thank you, Franco.
Dano.
Francisco.
Yeah, that is what he said, and then I was telling you guys earlier, and then the fucking there's a Detective Comics book that's a Batmobile is a muscle car, and that's on there too, and oh man. Oh,
I mean,
shit.
Zoe Kravitz as a Catwoman.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's early too. They're all pretty much early. They're all he like kind of mentioned that they're all not even the character that we really know them as yet.
But it makes sense, right? Like if this is year 2, you don't expect them to have like the best, like figure out his equipment, what he's gonna need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Batman's smart, but that brain comes with a lot of trial and error, a lot of figuring it out as we go.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's why year 1 is such a great book. The storyline was so freaking good is because he made like hella mistakes. He gets his ass beat. I think he gets like stabbed or some shit. And like he really made quite a few mistakes during that storyline. And it shows like, oh, okay, so that's, you know, him coming about and learning everything that he then, you know, becomes later. But he did say that it's not an origin. So like that part's good is we're not going to get the same old shit story retold over and over and over, but it is just an early version.
What's the high?
Why is your camera so fucking far from you? You're like stretching on tippy toes and shit to get there.
it's not. I'm just trying to mess with the. I can't mess with it now. The high is $10, so go pick it up. Well, you could afford it. What else is on here? Let's see. Gotham Central #1, Batman #1.
Oh, yeah, because
sure. That's a key collector. You need a heads up on that.
So Gotham Central is because he's also making an HBO series that's going to be based off of the PD and the corruption of Gotham PD. So, you know, seems like Gotham Central turned into a TV show.
Yeah, I love it.
But so that part's not the movie, but he did say that he will be making that series as well.
Oh, Matt Reeves is making that series.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that would be pretty cool. So he's fully like diving into this shit, which is great.
Yeah. That's what we need.
Yeah.
That's exactly what.
And this movie is only 25% done, which is crazy to think we've already got a trailer for it.
I was so happy that
so there's no excuses for like not getting one. Anyway,
yeah.
This is speculators. As soon as they saw a trailer drop, it's time, boys.
It's time. Mount up. I'm sure that got specs wet when they saw the Suicide Squad. 40 characters. Let's go.
Let's do it. That's right. I'm only 4 or 5. Because with this, I can zoom in all the way.
Oh, jeez.
Because I'm using my my DSLR. That's why it looks so good.
Flex.
I'll send you the link to buy what I'm using, James, so you can scoop that.
I'll just go to Walmart and steal it now that I know how to do it. There are these tutorials on YouTube.
Hey, listen, those self checkouts don't really have cameras on them, so you can just skip scan that shit right ahead, or take another barcode and put it on that one and only pay $2 for it. So there you go. Free advice to my friends.
I feel like when you want those shooting rainbow stars, the more you know.
Listen, I'm gonna help you save money so you can buy all these books. $10 high, so you get a good 9.8 for $10.
I
flip it. Is that it?
We
That's
might
what
end
I
up
said.
on one of your videos. Getting arrested.
Maybe. Listen, I'll cover your face. No one knows you. I won't do that to you, my boy.
James is going to move down. He's not going to cover his face. It's not going to follow.
If James ever tried to steal from my store, I would have to do this to him. Whack! Let him go. Shout out. On this episode of Unsolved Mysteries, where the hell did Black Marvel go? Find out the questions to this and more on this episode.
Anyway.
What?
Twist that in. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Dude, that hurt.
Yeah, I'm starting to cry again.
Did I ever send you something back for that?
No, I just fixed it. I glued it.
Oh, shit.
That's great. We make fun of ourselves here.
Oh man.
Oh man. Anyway, thank you guys for coming on and chatting. We made it pretty far before DC struck us down.
Right.
Stopped our stream, fuckers. We're showing them love, and they do something like that. I don't get it.
Oh, there was also like a static X panel. And
I don't even want to put it up because they'll strike me for that too.
There was like a Sandman panel too, right?
Yeah, that one I tuned out on that one. But yeah, that's supposed to be like they're doing an audio book, and I think they're making a series about it. If I'm caught that right.
Netflix.
And,
Yep.
yeah, and then
Static Shock's in development, huh?
the what?
Static Shock is in development.
Yeah. So they were talking about that.
If we don't have Jaden Smith playing Static Shock, I'm not gonna watch it.
Same.
Or The Rock could play Static Shock.
Right. But no, it was good though, man. All in all, like just DC fandom in general, besides everything we showed, it was fun. It was cool that they did it. It was a real like escape for someone like me, and it was just cool. And it went smooth. It wasn't live, so they were able to like I'm sure edit out a bunch of stuff, but it just went like real professional. Like all the webcam stuff that they did, there was no like hiccups in it. And it just transitioned from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. It was really cool to like I've mentioned a bunch of times, like, Juan would show a trailer and I'd say, oh, well, so-and-so said this. But just hearing the directors themselves talk about why they did this or that they want, just getting all their perspective right now, like was really, really cool. And like I said, just something that felt refreshing.
It was good to get some positive DC news going, man. Last week was pretty rough, and then to be able to come back and have this event, I mean, that was much needed for DC fans for sure.
Yeah. So hopefully this transitions to more books and more sales, and we love comics.
Bring back my black and whites, motherfuckers.
Yeah, they didn't talk about that. That was the only part that was missing. It was definitely like a all about the movies and trailers and shows and all that kind of stuff. There was not.
Maybe that's what's coming in September.
Maybe because that's a good point. Because they didn't talk about collectibles. They didn't talk about comic books. None of that kind of stuff. So yeah, you're probably right.
So make sure you tune in September 12th as they announce the closing of DC Comics.
Catch our stream getting flagged on September 13th.
Catch our stream getting flagged. And then catch us back on September 14th when we come back after getting flagged.
In our black suits.
But yeah, so I think that's it. I'll be on the 3 Men in the Basement YouTube channel at 6 o'clock with Roger, the Cranky Canadian. I'm going to go relax now. And got to work on a haul video here. So that'll be up tomorrow. Did some digging. Yeah, what do you got going on, James, since you're home and not doing anything?
Go through the collection that I bought. Pretty much that's about it. And
are you gonna do a video for it or no?
Eventually, once I figure out how.
Yeah, he's doing a video for it.
So
Matt,
next
what are you
year, when everyone's already forgotten about it, I'll be like, "Hey, remember that collection? I finally figured out how to edit."
Just send it to Matt or myself, and we'll do it for you.
All right.
Yep.
Matt, what do you got working on?
Oh man, got some new figures. I'll probably be posting some videos of soon. I'm tossing around the idea of doing some movie reviews. And then hopefully
don't play clips because they're gonna flag the channel.
Like classics. I mean, they can still flag that, I guess. But
it has to be transformative.
Yeah.
So as long as there's commentary or something with it, like we did, like we commentated over everything.
Yeah.
The haters
as long as you talk over it, it's fine.
Yeah, you can't play like a whole movie, but you could play clips, and it's fair use. You just have to tell them like, "Hey, dickheads, this is fair use. Stop flagging my videos." That's it. You can't do that with music because music is copyrighted, and there's no way to transform that unless you're doing like covers. But videos is totally different. Everything's fair use. So, yeah. Steve, you got anything coming in the mail?
Yeah, I got a new black and white coming this week, and then the following week I'll have a brand new Sideshow premium format statue to go in there. I'm sure we'll have about 70 people watch that video. I'm really excited about that. And and in the short time, I'll be in my basement getting ready to watch Juan.
All right. Guys, thank everyone for coming back after they got rid of us. We're also doing a giveaway, 1,000 subs. Steve's giving away an awesome statue. I'm giving away some awesome comics. James is Matt said he'll give away some stuff. James has nothing to give away except COVID.
Maybe Ben Demon Hunter can come get it.
Ben Demon Hunter's going to give away Ben Demon Hunter.
Real quick, I was now that I got the time off, I told the West chat, I was like, bro, I got some time off. I'm gonna go through this collection. Y'all better have your wallets ready. And they were like, we ain't buying shit from you right now. You got COVID. Like, can't even sell shit.
Yeah, man, that sucks. But I'm glad you're healthy. You're safe. The family's healthy and safe. I think that's what matters at the end of the day. I mean, you beat herpes, you can beat this. So. It's funny because I tell people all the time, literally all James and I do is just rag at each other all day long via Messenger or whatever group chat with it. He just take shots at one another. But I'm glad. Honestly, I'm glad you guys are okay over there, man. It sucks, but at least now you have antibodies, so you should be good for a few months, so you won't get it again. And but did you have like any symptoms like cough and sore throat? Nothing.
I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Damien has a cough and the fever, and then yesterday, my wife got hit pretty bad, so she's been in bed pretty much literally for the last 36 hours, and she's got it way worse. She's got the fever, the body aches, the muscle aches, all of it. So yeah, she's in a rough spot. But
speedy recovery,
yep,
and thank you for taking some time and coming on here, guys. I really appreciate it. It was fun, and with that said, guys. See you guys in an hour or so. Peace.